Found him and now he is lit. He was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous. They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. Be liking my flavor. I think it's cause ice on the wrist. Call on the wrist. Call on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch. She never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 50 teams in the go. Come on. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check three. Topper. 43.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 56 is the mic. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. Smooth.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. 4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. The fullback won, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check.
Blue draw Corkers.
Back. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot!
Operating from the gun. Paulson, it's complete to Watt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Ready?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Watch the curl, watch the curls.
Hit it.
From the gun, Paulson. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Topper.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Who that?
Now.
On 1st and 10, Paulson looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
57. Safety's creeping.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Room here to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
You better be afraid of me.
Hey, 57 color, 57.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Chiefs 10, Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Paulson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
56. Mike, 50.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Yeah. We don't want none.
5.
Operating from the gun, Paulson. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
56 is the Mike.
Here we go, here we go.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Lee Griffin.
From the gun, Paulson. Allen's got it complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
2nd and 5. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Paulson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Right there, 56.
I got him.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Paulson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
Here's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
15. Push hard.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Come on now. Let's
So
go.
a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
You're not ready.
Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Nice 7. Let's go.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Here we go.
15, yellow, 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 yellow.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now Mahomes. But that's complete to Sanders. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
He wasn't ready.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Paulson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now they toss that wide to Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Hey, 43.
He's crashing. Blue dot working. Smoke.
Hey, Sunday.
57 to Mike. I'm trying to.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete to his tight end, Seth the Valve. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
We got 3. We got
Yellow.
49 to Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Yellow. There's a line, right?
Mike 49.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52's the Mike, boy. 52.
Yellow.
Mike 52.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
You got it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Alpha.
Shoot. 2nd and 3. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, dude. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Paulson. And that's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Paulson, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Looking to throw. Paulson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey!
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 4th down, Paulson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Check 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 57. Bring it. Bring it.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Back to throw. Paulson trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Take it in the end zone. A little juke. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Okay, double up. Deep grip.
Throwing after the interception. Paulson eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now left side on the swing pass. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Paulson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game. Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really. Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point? Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly. It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done. So for Kansas City, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
my flavor, I think it's cold.